Now, what is the correct way to pronounce your stage name?
ThugLifeMMB.
Do people mispronounce this?
Nah, they just call me Thug Life.
Do people misspell it?
Yeah, sometimes they separate it.
But it's all one word.
All one.
One phrase.
Yeah.
Now, where did this stage name come from? What are the details of its origin?
Thug Life came from growing up, you know, I ain't gonna lie, a lot of little females who knew me gave me that name, just named me that, really, Thug Life. And school, my big brother Trouble, he put the MMB behind it.
Now, you use the phrase brother. Are we talking literally, like biological?
Well, no, not biologically, but
Figuratively?
literally my brother, yeah.
Now, you mentioned females. Is there a particular female that actually coined Thug Life?
It wasn't particular. She was just cool, one of my little friends.
Care to share her name?
Nah.
Did you have any nicknames growing up, aside from Thug Life?
Family nickname, King. Growing up, yeah, King, Lil Shine. About it, King, Lil Shine, Thug Life. That about it. Growing up.
Care to share who coined King for you?
My mama, my daddy. My parents gave me that name.
What about Little Shine?
Who the hell named me that?
And the meaning behind that?
I want to say Shank. One Lil Shine. It's one little family I joined growing up. You know, that I used to be a part of. And I was, back then, when I had this name, I was little as hell. I was short as hell, skinnier, way skinnier. So I used to go on the block, all the older bros, Shank named me Lil Shine.
Now, who actually put everything together? ThugLifeMMB. Was that you that put that together, or someone?
My name was already Thug Life. When I came home from prison, before I went to prison, I was on the run. I was doing a lot of shows with Trub. You know, Trub been around. Like, my big brother and Trub, right-hand man. So it like Trub been around. He been trying to get me around, but I was out here really pretty much making my own name into my own shit and shit like that for real. So when I did come around, I was on the run for my first charge I caught. When I did come around, he just attached to me. He's like, hey, he texted me. I still got the text right now. He texted me. He was like, hey, go on and put the MLB behind your name. Cause at first my name was Thug Life 1090 on Instagram. Go and put MMB right there. Take the 1090, I'll put MMB right there. And it been stuck ever since.
Care to share what 1090 meant?
Not really. It don't really mean nothing now.
Now, when it comes to your stage name for music, has it always been ThugLifeMMB for your music, or has it been other names for your music?
Thug Life MMB. I'm going for the Lil Trouble alter ego. So now a lot of folks done started calling me Lil Trouble too. So I think I'm gonna make that a person too. I'm gonna make that a thing too.
That's also the name of a project you released.
Yeah.
Are you able to shed light on the meaning of Little Trouble?
Big trouble. I'm him. Ain't no way around it. I'm him. When I talk, when I move, how I carry myself, everything. And they made me realize that about me. I claimed that title before he even left. I was Little Trouble, because he always used to say, me is when they named me Little Trouble, you remind me of Little Trouble. And that's my big brother, so yeah, I just kind of snatched that up. Like.
So he was aware of that before he passed?
Oh yeah, I got the proof, the videos.
But who actually coined Little Trouble for you, or was that self-coined?
I coined that. I coined the name. He just used to always tell me I'm him back when he was Little Trouble, so I was always gonna do a Little Trouble tape dedicated to him. It just so happened to the circumstances I had to dedicate it to him.
Now, we will dive a little deeper in regards to that project, but before we do, I want to wrap up the questions surrounding your name. Now, when it comes to your stage name, again, this is a nickname that became your stage name, but some recording artists use their birth name or a part of their birth name for their stage name. Was that ever a thought for you by any chance? Maybe incorporating your real name, perhaps?
Never. I wasn't even supposed to be no rapper, so I definitely know my real name wasn't gonna be it.
When it comes to your stage name, because people do misspell it, was there ever a thought on changing it?
Nah.
What's the craziest thing that's ever happened with your stage name, if anything?
Ain't nothing really crazy ever happened with my stage name.
It wasn't misspelled on a major event, like a flyer for a major event, or?
Nah.
Okay.
I'm strict.
Now, asked you a lot of questions about your stage name. With everything considered, any regret with the final stage name choice?
Nah, I stuck with that.
Anything else you want to mention about your stage name or question you weren't asked, people want to know about it?
I'm doing it for school.
And speaking of him, care to share how you two first met?
Get what? It's crazy because he been around my big brother, but when I first actually met him, we was in the Hemp over on the east side, and I was singing one of them unreleased songs, and he looked at me. He was like, when you gonna start coming around? I just smiled and I ain't even say nothing. I ain't even want to say nothing. He ended up dropping the song that out, the unreleased song on the tape, and I swore he put that song on that tape just because I was singing.
And what was the name of that song?
It was Only Feel. It's on that All on Me project. I think it's on All on Me. Yeah, it's on All on Me project.
And you're also using this phrase big brother. Are you talking about a biological brother?
Yeah, I'm talking about my biological brother who, the reason, like, from school people knowing me, my biological brother, that school right hand man, you know, they've been thugging for a minute, a long time, so.
Is this brother of yours older?
Yeah, he old. Big brother, oldest brother.
And same mother and father as you?
Same mother, yeah.
So that was the actual first time you met Trouble?
Yeah, that was the first time.
Remember what age this was in your life?
Shit, that back when the hemp was like popping, so that had to be like.
Rough estimate.
I say about 12, I want to say 12, 13.
Now, what was Trouble really like?
Yeah, boy, shit, different, arrogant, don't give a fuck, know who he is. Don't give a fuck, though. Very, very defensive by himself. I ain't finna play with him. He's some rules he just stood on. What he stood on, he stood on. He ain't play with, but cool nigga. He cool, the cooler though, understanding. Man, you want me to go on? Cause I talked the interview. Listen, that nigga reach you in the way you ain't never been. He different. It hard, he different. I'm talking about guidance, like, at this world, like, words of choice, perfect, smart, lady killer. That nigga was the whole package.
Do you have a favorite memory of him you'd like to share with viewers today?
He first bought that vet this around the time I first started rapping. I think first of all, he knew how much I hated the rap shit and rappers and all that. He made me, man, listen, when I first started rapping, we played my music. He had a show in Augusta. He had just bought the vet 2-seater. Everybody else rode in the sprinter. He made me get in the passenger seat with him. We playing the music. We talking as usual, man. We cried all the way from Atlanta to Augusta. Got there, piped up, drove back, listened to the music again. My music. cried all the way back. That was the one. He made it okay to cry. He made it okay to release. That was my fave. That one of my fave.
Now, was it several songs that you two were crying to? Was it a particular song of yours that led to you tearing up?
Real Friends. That was like my fifth song. He was like, bro, this shit crazy. You ain't even no rapper. You ain't in no shape, form, fail. You never had a urge to do this shit, and this the fifth song you made, and it's like this. We were crying to a few more too, but that was the one that kept coming back, that Real Friend that just kept.
Who cried first, you or him, to that song?
Shit. I was already about to tell how he was talking to me, but I looked up and he was flooded. I'm talking about he was flooded. I looked up, that shit I couldn't hold back then. He was already flooded. I'm talking about real tears. Like, baby brother, you doing this? Cause I ain't used to talk. He brought me out of shell. I ain't used to talk. I ain't like nobody who I don't know, you might try to harm us. I wasn't fond of nobody. And he seen me come out that shell, break out that shell. He seen what I could do when I opened up my mouth. He seen how smart I was. He was flooded. When I seen that, I just dropped him. I couldn't do nothing else. Couldn't let him cry by himself. I don't let him do nothing by himself. But go in the bathroom.
Was there a particular lyric in that song or bars in that song that really got to him?
I'm that friend that you should hate to lose, killer catching case for you, deny your face in all interrogation room. I'm that friend, protect your life like your mine. Like every bar from when I come on now to when it cut off, you're gonna listen to it more than one time. I guarantee that. If you don't, I'll pay you. You're gonna wanna hear what he said. What I said, speaking in third person.
Is this song publicly available?
Yeah, Real Friends. I dropped it on my first project, Attitude Adjuster.
Now, what's the best advice you ever received from him, or most important thing you learned being around him?
Thug, you got to loosen up. You got to loosen up, Thug. Cause guess what? It ain't nothing wrong with being how you will, but you got to loosen up. It's okay. It's okay to break up out that shell. Loosen up, Thug. It's all right, be you. Cause the way you be around me, these folks will love how you kick it around the fam. These folks will love to see that. You're a person of love. You got to break up out that shell. Stop being so stiff.
And this sounds like advice you were given.
Yeah, that's on the stuff.
Now, you've released music together.
Mm-hmm.
How many songs do you have with him at this point, publicly available?
Publicly available, 2.
And care to share the names of those songs for viewers?
And
listeners?
I got one where he coming on really telling who I am, like speaking it, and then I just go crazy. But Good to Me, I just dropped that on my little Trouble tape. And Reckless, I dropped that on Attitude Adjuster.
And which one was the first song that you two collaborated on?
The first song we actually collaborated on ain't out yet, but the first one for that one was Good to Me. That was before Reckless. But we did those songs in the same day.
So there is unreleased music of you two.
A whole bunch.
Care to share how many?
I ain't gonna lie. I know it's over 20 songs.
And have you made any plans for this unreleased music as of yet?
Yeah, what? I got messages from a lot of those songs he let me have and say do whatever you want with them. But some of those songs were, matter of fact, all the songs mine he jumped on, cause I'd be recording in the studio. Hell, let me show you how to do this. Come here. You going crazy. Let me talk right here. So most of the songs I got, they my song. And the other ones he left, like Reckless and Good to Me. See, Good to Me, I didn't want to do that song. That was not my vibe at the time. he made me step out my comfort zone, and since I stepped out my comfort zone, he let me have both of those songs.
Now we'll dive a little bit deeper into that project of yours. Can you explain to the viewers, or listeners, everything they need to know about this project, other than what you've already said thus far about Little Trouble?
It ain't even half for me. It ain't even a small percentage of me. And the reviews I get, I don't got no bad reviews. It's 20 songs. Go if you gonna vibe to every song hard. But it ain't half for me. It ain't 25% of me. That's just something I had to do right then and there. We put the tape together in what, Dro? Less than a month. So that ain't half for me. But it's hard. You can line it up with any mainstream artist. You can take that Little Trouble project, and line it up with any mainstream artist and tell me what you think from your honest opinion.
Is this actually considered a mixtape, EP, or album?
Mixtape.
And why go that route for this?
Cause when I drop an album, like everything, I could have made it an album. Like, but when I drop an album, they gonna know. They gonna know it. That album, it's gonna be a lot of pressure behind the album. That song's kind of special to me. So that's why it ain't an album. That's why it is a mixtape. And that was special too. But I'm going big when I put an album title on when I drop that.
Now, when it comes to mixtapes, some have a DJ host their mixtape, some don't. In this case, you did not.
Nah.
Why not?
I mean, see, in today's time, it like people already got who they want to do those things to, and I'm not no type. I ain't really the type to reach out like that. So it's like a lot of these DJs, you gotta reach out to them, and a lot of these DJs, you gotta be popping on a certain level. So now I ain't got no DJ hosting my tape. It's just me and my family behind my tape. I ain't got nothing but us behind my tape.
When it comes to this title, what's been the reaction to it? Just the title alone.
I can show you at least 15 messages when they saying, boy, I hear trouble all in you. I be wanting to post them, but it just be so deep to the point it's so many different ways I can explain it. I don't know which way best, like kind of trying to find a setting.
Are there any unknown facts or stories in regards to this mixtape that's never been publicly mentioned before? Could be in regards to the creation of it, recording of it, or release of it.
We released that tape. We got that tape together in less than a month. Cause I just had to drop it on his birthday. It wasn't gonna feel the same. It wasn't gonna feel right if I didn't drop it on his birthday. So we got that tape together in less than a month, like less than 3 weeks. And it ain't no point where it sound rushed or just throw it together.
Anything else in regards to this that's an unknown fact or story?
Yeah.
Not publicly mentioned before.
This may not be unknown, but if you didn't know, it's all for school. It's for school. Doing for big truck.
And where can the audience find this platform-wise, this project? Mixtape,
Mostly all Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, Pandora, iHeart, wherever you want to go, basically.
All right, that's good there. That's the end of that segment. Did want to ask you one more thing that just came to mind. You were looking at a person named Dro and reference to him as Dro. Care to share who this person is?
Dro goddamn a lot of help. Dro just seen a nigga goddamn had genuine love for a nigga. He a big help. Dro goddamn with a nigga. You know.
Care to share how you two met?
That nigga had some goddamn tequila in school. Was drowning me with that hen dog, and I hate it. He had that tequila, and we just, I would have hit that tequila. I think it was Neho when we just started kicking it, talking.
And what role does he? Does he play an official role
Man,
in
Joe
regards
got
to
so
your
many
music?
goddamn roles. He gonna be goddamn answering my phone in a minute. That nigga got a lot of roles. He play a lot of roles, mostly all of them, except the rapper.